Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully everybody out there is doing well today. With that being said, first thing I want to know though is how is the audio? Does the audio still sounds like it's kind of muffled or is it better? Okay. I won't know until after it replays, but let me know in the comment section if the audio sounds better. Okay. I want to give a shout out, first of all, to Mike for informing me of this. I had forgot about it yesterday. And I got up this morning kind of early to do some research to make sure I know what the situation is, what's going on with this. And the VA is actually doing what they're calling their July Summerfest for vets for the PACT Act for this August 9th date. So I'm going to pull up this information real quick to get started with this. And any questions you have, for sure, I'll try to answer for you if I can. If not, I'll direct you to the Department of Veterans Affairs to answer those questions. But as you can see here now on the screen, PACT Act benefit claims received by August 9th will be eligible for 12 months of backdated compensation. I know there are vets out there who still have a question about whether or not they want to apply. I can't tell you whether or not you should apply. That is a personal decision between you, your spouse, your doctor, your psychiatrist, your wife, whoever. I can't tell you that. You have to make that decision, okay? If you've done any reading and you know what the PACT Act is all about, you have to make that choice. But this August 9th deadline is for people who either file for benefits or have the intent to file. Now, many of you guys have done an intent to file. I'm gonna pull up the exact definition in a second for that. But basically, you went on va.gov, you fill out an application, you did not complete the application, okay? That application will sit there for at least a year. I know a lot of you all have done this, okay? That is called an intent to file. Another way to do an intent to file is to call the VA and let them know you intend to file this claim and they will save that date. Another way to do it is to take that application, fill out that application, and mail it into the addresses I'm getting ready to show you. But I wanted to show you guys this page on va.gov. Okay, it's VA News, Summer Vet Fest. They're gonna have food, drinks, and all of that, and they're gonna talk about the PACT Act. They're doing it in 50 different events. I don't know exactly where the events are. I'm sure if you can click on or call 1-800-MY-VA-411, they'll let you know where the events are going to be. If you're able to make it, cool. If not, this is why I'm online right now telling you about this, okay? And as you can see this information right here in black and white from the VA's own website. Either have an intent to file if you have not filed benefits already by August 9th. If granted, will have their benefits backdated to the August 10th date that was signed by the president into law last year on August 10th. Hopefully that is clear for everyone watching this. There's no ambiguity. People are not lost or confused. That's basically what this August 9th date is, all right? So let me take this off and show you the exact definition for intent to file. Once again, the VA's website shows you your intent to file. So you're basically starting a disability claim, as I mentioned before. You did not complete the claim. It is sitting there, right? You can always go back to it. You have 1 year from the date you submitted that claim to fill it out. That is called an intent to file. Now, for some of you all have already filed for the benefit for the PACT Act. So you're already included in that potential back date of benefits if awarded. But for those of you who are thinking about filing, you're not sure, okay? You can put in an intent to file and you're still gonna save that date. Even if you don't fill it out 6 months, 8 months from now, because you filled it out before August 9th and say you are awarded the benefit, they're gonna take it all the way back to August 10th, if awarded, all the way forward to the date that they gave you the benefit. So that's why that August 9th date is very important, okay? And it says how to notify. You can call the 800 number and tell them you plan on doing an intent to file. Let's Let's see. If you notify us by filling out the form, here's the form they're referring to, VA Form 21-0966. And this is for comp and pen, pension, or survivor benefits, or DIC. Okay. Here is the address, Janesville, Wisconsin, where you're going to send it to the intake. And then it says, if you notify us, you'll have, 1 year to complete the application. So once again, I'm going to repeat this. You can go to va.gov right now, go to file a claim, start on the application, okay? You get to a certain point, you're going to say, okay, I'm done, save this for later. That is called an intent to file. You're going to have a 1 year date from when you first fill the application out to complete it. They're going to hold that date. So for someone who's still contemplating August 9th, all right, you're not sure, you can go do an intent to file right now for the PACT Act. It's going to hold that date even a year from right now, okay? After that date has passed, though, it's over. You lost August 9th, you lost the year that you waited, all that's gone. But right now, if you were to file today, you still have, what's the date? July 6th, you'll have till July 6th of 2024 to complete that application. That's what an intent to file is. Hopefully that is clear for everyone and no one is confused, all right? But if you do have any questions about this, please leave it in the comment section below. All right, one more thing I want to show you guys, and I'm not sure in the WhatsApp group who Barry is. I don't know if Barry is Mr. B or Barry is Barry that's in Washington. I don't know which one it is, but I want to give a shout out to either Mr. B or Barry for this next one I'm getting ready to show you guys. And this is something that I talk about, you know, and there are certain elements out there that get upset every time I bring stuff like this up when I talk about accreditation and people being associated with the VA, not being associated with the VA, okay? There's always an element out there that hates when I talk about this because the element honestly want to keep you ignorant of what the rules are and what you're supposed to get and not supposed to get. This is a story that was put out in the WhatsApp group. Again, I want to shout out people for putting that information out there. And I want to show you what this is, okay? Now, this is from the Texas Tribune. This is a story about veterans who are going to these unaccredited coaches for profit, right? These coaches are taking clear advantage of these veterans, and they're not getting any more information than what you yourself can get offline. There's been all kinds of complaints and investigations into these different groups, and they highlighted one that is prominent on YouTube, which is the VA Claims Insider, okay? That one is not the only one. They have practices, and I'll let you guys read this, okay? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this link in the chat right now. Now, there are going to be people who swear by their services, and that's fine. And again, I never try to tell you guys who you should and should not use, but I also like try to tell you guys that you should know what the rules are. Whenever I talk about third parties and services overseas, I've never told you guys not to go. I just want to inform you of what your rights are and what you should expect, right? But too many times people let the shiny objects over here, excursions, horseback riding, riding the boat, all that's well and fine. And it probably does veterans good to have camaraderie. But you got to stay with the main thing. That's the main reason why you're supposed to be going. If I don't have accredited doctors, but I'm taking you on these excursions, well, what the hell is this if this is not right? I can't have people prescribing you medication that ain't a real doctor or not a licensed doctor. I mean, that only makes sense, right? But anytime I talk about those things, there's elements out there that get upset because I'm messing with their bottom line. I'm not messing with your bottom line. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, all I'm telling veterans is what they already should know by reading the form that they get. But sometimes people just take them by their word. So that's up to you guys. But I put the link to this story in the chat so you guys can go read it yourself. I'm not here to try to bash any company and their practices. I just want you guys to know what is going on out there. The last thing I'll say about it is this. This is the last thing I'll say about it. Regardless of where you are in the world, if you're in the States, if you're overseas, wherever, if you're going to go to a business and you're going to do anything with a business, at least do a background check on the business or talk to a government agency about the business. Like coming here to Colombia, you heard about the HCA here. Okay, contact the embassy and see what the embassy has to say. Does the embassy even recommend you as a veteran go to this place? Contact FMP and say, hey, I hear there's a service in this country. Are they recommended by you guys for me to go there? And you'll be surprised by the answer that they give you. You're going to be shocked by the answer that they give you. And again, I'm not telling you these places are bad. I'm not telling you not to go to these places. But you as a veteran, this is your health care, your life, your savings, your benefits. If you don't care and you don't sign whatever with whoever and they take your money, don't come back crying and say, hey, man, I could have found this online myself. No, you did that because you didn't take the time to figure out, is this a legit company or is this just somebody trying to get in on something I'm going to get back pay on? That's up to the vet. The same with FMP. If you didn't know that you're supposed to get a bill every month from FMP when you go to these services, that's not on the service. They don't have to tell you that. They want to keep you ignorant of what you're supposed to be getting. It's in their benefit to keep you ignorant because as long as you're ignorant, you don't know if anything's wrong. Think about it. If I don't tell you what the rules are and what you're supposed to get, how do you know if anything's wrong? You don't. That way I keep you ignorant of what I'm doing. So it's up to the vet as well. You can't put everything on the government. You can't blame everybody when it don't go right. You got to look internally. You got to look in the mirror. You're the one that went to those people. You're the one that didn't do an investigation. You're the one that didn't check any credentials. These people will have placards, all kind of crap outside their door. All of it's fake as hell. Not one bit of it is correct. They'll have testimonies from their cousins. They said it was a decorated general. Man ain't never served a day. You guys have got to start looking at things on your own and figuring out, is this the right path for me to take or should I do it a different way? That's all I'm saying. Who else we got here? What's up, LJ? Good morning. Howard, what's going on, man? It's all good, Howard. So this is the link to this about the VA Insider, and I'm sure you guys know someone who's probably used their service or subscribed to them and watch them every week and so on and so forth. I'm not here to try to bash any of that. I don't try to bash any of these companies. All I'm saying is do your research. Know what you're talking about or know what they're talking about. Let's see. A lot of talk about COLA this year. Why are these people talking about this? We've been getting this every year. Okay. What up, LJ? Okay. I mean, I mentioned this before, so I want y'all guys to hear me, man. Some of these guys are full-time YouTubers. This is how they make their living. Okay? This is how they make their living, bro. If they got to put out, they have to put out stuff every day to maintain certain numbers so they can make a certain amount of money every day on YouTube. This is their life. YouTube, right now, what I'm doing, this is some people's full-time job. Okay, this is part of some people's retirement plan, right? They got X amount of money that they make from this. So now they've turned it into a business. So now they have to get creative every day and talk about stuff as if it's going to happen right now. I mean, I've talked about these companies or these YouTubers who tell you all, oh, the president just signed this into law and you're going to get $2,400 in stimulus. When did that happen? It didn't. Or you're not going to get your check on July 1st, but you're going to get a check twice in June. Duh, July 1st was on a Sunday. I mean, some of the stuff, man, is common sense, right? You shouldn't get overhyped about a lot of this stuff, dude, because a lot of it is just these cats trying to survive. They're just trying to make money. Anytime you see a video, half-naked girl on it, a bunch of money floating, mouth open, excited or whatever. They just trying to get your attention. They want you to click on. Basically what it is, okay? It's a lot of hype. That's all it is. The cola, if you get a large cola, that means you losing money. I challenge anyone right now to show me who's not working, that only relies on VA and Social Security, where you gotten ahead. Where are you ahead at? Because you're not keeping up with inflation. That's for damn sure. So the lower the cola, actually, the better it is for you. No cola is actually better for you. I know it's crazy as that sounds, but it is. The higher the cola, that's just numbers. It looks good on paper, but you haven't gained anything. What did you gain? Nothing. You haven't gained a damn thing. What up, Steele? How you doing? A lot of catfishing going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's a lot of that going on. Right along these big veteran information YouTubers, it's straight clickbait and hype. Yeah, that's all it is, man. It's like the VA or what, veterans getting free money. What? Free money from where? Or, you know, apply for this. Go get this. You should be having this. It's like, come on, man. Come on. And there's a guy, y'all. I want y'all to hear this. There's a guy. If I can find his video, I'll play it for you all. He's telling veterans that if you are already getting 100% compensation, you can get the VA pension as well. I'm sitting there going, dude, who in the hell are you convincing to apply for the pension when they already 100%? All you got to do is read the qualifications for the pension, and you know you don't qualify for that. But dog, you got people out there willing to say any and everything to get views. That's what it boils down to. YouTube has become a way for them to make money, and that's what these people do. They'll tell you any and everything you want to hear, right or wrong. They don't care. As long as you watching, donating, that's all they want. That's the bottom line. That's the name of the game. What up, K-Mac? How you doing? Speaking of K-Mac, so there were a lot of Supreme Court rulings this past week. I wanted to save that topic for Saturday roll call because I know there's going to be a lot of different point of views about a lot of the actions that were taken by the Supreme Court that knocked down a lot of precedents that were made that have been standing for years, and they've changed them. Affirmative action, what was the other one? LGBT rights as far as going in stores. I can't name all of them, but I'm going to have a list on Saturday, and I can't wait to hear you guys' opinions on all of this, of what's going on. You know, K-Mac kind of gave me a little bit about his opinion on the affirmative action, but I'm curious to hear what everybody else has to say about affirmative action, all right? One last thing though, guys, if you don't mind, can someone let me know, how does this sound? I had one guy said that I sounded pretty muffled on that microphone. I want to see what these sound like. I just ordered a new mic, a Blue Yeti. I think it's a Blue Yeti mic. I want to try that mic to see how it works, but I wanted to see how these headphones sound without anything else. It's just the mics from the AirPods Max. I want to hear what those sound like. There's going to be a good one on. Oh yeah. There's going to be a good one this Saturday, man, because there's a lot of things that have happened in the last. It'll be 2 weeks since the last Saturday roll call. So there's going to be a lot of topics, man, and a lot of things touched. And I'm going to encourage you guys, man, to read this, man. Understand what these people are doing. A lot of them are not accredited. You got to go through a lot to get accredited by the Department of Veterans Affairs. Anybody can service. Let me put it this way: anybody can service you, right? Anybody, because I could go back to the States tomorrow, open up an office, and say, "Hey, I'm a certified yada yada yada." Throw up a bunch of fake ass credentials, and have vets come in and sign up, and I represent them. And all I'm gonna do is the same thing they would have done. Get online, try to figure out, okay, this is what this Raider's looking for. Cool. Let me send you this appointment over here, yada, yada, yada. give me 30% of your back pay and 10% of what you get every month for the next 3 years. You guys realize that's what some of these guys are doing, right? They're raking it in on a lot of these vets, raking it in until the federal government gets involved. Let's see, start betting on Spence Crawford fight. Dr. K-Mac. Yeah, y'all talking about that fight. When is that fight? Is it this month? Is it this month that fight is in Vegas? I think y'all saying it's this month, right? But yeah, man, that's pretty much what I got going this Saturday for Saturday Roll Call. So tomorrow I'll be back with some more information, but I wanted to put this out. Shout out again to Mike for reminding me about the August 9th deadline, telling you guys what intent to file is. A lot of you guys should already know who filed claims before on va.gov. You didn't complete it, you'll still see it sitting there, and they'll tell you you got so much time to complete it, but that is an intent to file. Let's see. What's the wager? May have to lower it. All right, still. But that's going to be it, man. I got to get off. But, hey, I appreciate everybody watching as always. And any other questions for you guys watching on the replay, please leave it below. But until then, guys, that's going to be it. I'm out. Peace. Howard just put July 29th. Got it. So I look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday. But I will be back tomorrow with another video. But until then, guys, I'm out. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your day.